What's happening, everybody? This is Jeremy J with another video. Happy holidays to all of you, whatever you believe, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, or some kind of space crystal or alien. Whatever you believe in or don't believe in, I'm wishing you happy holidays and end of the calendar year. So I've learned a lot about myself over the past over a year. Chelsea and I have been together about 14 months and learned a lot through that experience. Anytime you go into an experience, you're going to learn things that you didn't know before the experience. So here's some things I've learned about myself since being in a relationship. This is my longest relationship since being married. And there's a lot of good things about it, but there's also things that I realize are challenging for me, really challenging. And Chelsea's about as perfect as a girl as they come. So the good things are I found someone that communicates very well, is very tender, kind, nurturing, and loving. Communicates well, is very service-oriented, very giving. Very understanding, doesn't complain, isn't whiny. So many women I dated in the past would get weird or ghouly or bitchy at the first sign of anything being off. But she kind of takes things as they come, and that's been good. Those are exactly some of the things I need if I'm going to be in a relationship. I can't be with a woman who gets grumpy at the first sign of like me not cleaning up a speck of dust off the floor or whatever the things are that people complain about. So I'm grateful for the relationship. The things that are a challenge for me is I realize that I am very much, especially since I've been single, have been living a lone wolf type of life. And especially when I got sick and had a back surgery, I spent so many hours on this bed here, staring up at this ceiling. And I kind of formed neural pathways in my brain to learn to function alone. And one of the hard things for me in a relationship is learning to think like a team worker. Learning to always think of the other person first. These are just things that don't come naturally to me at this time, and maybe that will come, maybe it won't. But I'm a very kind of individualistic person. I like my alone time. I like to just go to the gym whenever I want. I like to just take a shower whenever I want, take a walk whenever I want, do this video that I'm doing now whenever I want, work whenever I want. And so it's a big adjustment for me to learn to be considerate of another person. It's been a growing and learning experience for me. But things are going good. Like any relationship, there's challenges. I struggle with groups of people. I have ever since I was in third grade. I remember sitting at a lunch table in third grade with a bunch of classmates, and I just felt so out of place because in groups, it's always a bunch of other people talking, and I have no idea when to interject or share anything. Like, when do you share things? Or if it's people that I don't have a lot in common, I kind of just sit there like I'm a statue, and so these are things I'm learning about. And those of you who have been in relationships, what are some of the things you liked about it? What are some of the things you learned while you're in the relationship or the relationship you are presently in? Things you like, things you've learned, things you're working on. I'm working on being a more selfless person and being more considerate of others. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about relationships. I'm by no means an expert. I'm a learning, growing person. I'm now 44 years old, so time keeps on ticking. I'd love to hear your thoughts on relationships. Namaste. See you next time.